Alright, time to continue the Gemini Rue adventures. Oh, also, I think I'll lower the voice lines a little bit. Seems like that may be necessary for some characters, or at least for some lines. Alright. Let's see what I can do here. I wonder if they're gonna give me another ticket if I do the challenge again. I'm willing to try. Because if I remember correctly, they told me I could go back.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
Oh, it's you again. I'll send up the gun if you want to practice.
Oh yeah, I also wonder if well, that may be later, I don't remember, but maybe I could sneak in some weights. Okay, I don't want to exit, so what do I do now? Oh, just press anything but escape, I guess. I don't see no lights. Okay, so there are no points, there is seemingly no point to this. Fine. Oh yeah, I'm gonna give him back the gun, cause he's gonna cry about it.
Scanning for unauthorized testing
I
apparatus.
still have no idea how to get to maintenance or, you know, to open some of those doors at maintenance level. Nobody else seems to want to help me. It's either something else or I have to do it at another day. I'm gonna try the gun thingy, but yeah, I think I won't even be able to fit the gun to the grate, so even if I do, like, how am I gonna get it out? Where is it gonna fall? Even I don't remember. Seems like I'm gonna have to figure out a way to get to maintenance. Or I could play with the other character. I don't know if that advances things. Okay, different weights. Yeah. This is the other question, like, I have no idea how heavy is it. I think there was something with 4. I'm gonna take 4, but I may have to come back. Okay, so I managed to get out. So far so good. Let's see what the scan says.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
No, really?
I'll send up the gun.
Yeah. So, I guess I can use this here, like, yeah, drop it from high enough to break it or something, or attempt to, or something like that. Okay, so take the gun, and then escape. That should help, maybe. It's taking the weight as a replacement for a pistol. Oh, look at that. Nice. I got me a pistol now, but this can go through scanning. There's no way. It didn't do anything to the grate. So you assume it cannot fit through? That won't get it open, yep. I have a save actually. I'm gonna try it. Whatever.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Unauthorized testing apparatus detected.
Nice.
Please remove all testing apparatuses and place them in the slot. Thank you.
How about this? Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
Okay, so I was correct about that stuff. Or at least that's one of the ways that works. Nothing here, I suppose. Yep. Some kind of seal. Maintenance door. Oh, really? Didn't I try this before? What is names?
Anybody in there?
Okay, so that may be it. Should I call to name? I mean, she won't be on the 5th floor. I got like 8,000 notes saying I should look for level 1 maintenance. So I guess that's eventually where I'm gonna go. I wanna try all these doors and all those though.
Anybody in there?
Are there any other characters I can find? I thought I already tried talking to the doors or frenzies, or maybe it was
Anybody in there?
with the other guy. Or the previous day, I don't know. Maybe I meant to and I never did it. Mess hall, were there any such doors here? Let's see. Yep, there is one.
Anybody in there?
Apparently not, or at least not right now. That's the other thing, I should try and remember this for later. I just wanna double check. Yeah, she won't help me.
Bye.
I was thinking maybe one of them would, you know, escort me or something. No such luck.
Anybody in there?
This took me straight into the gym area? Yes, it does. Okay. So the guy is gonna be helpful there, I suppose, because the gun is gonna fall somewhere there, but then again, it may as well be something else. Oh yeah, this as well. So I was deal with this. And door opens itself automatically. Right, so there won't be anyone nearby.
Please,
Oh, what was that?
please use the scanner for identity verification.
Yeah, I know about that already. I don't see how I can use my mouse there. Oh, I may have used that option on one of these doors. And then I got this way. Let's see.
Hello? Open?
Open on the scanner? Really? Maybe he doesn't know it's a scanner, even though it tells me it's a scanner, so it seems like he knows it is one. Oh well.
Anybody in there?
No?
Giselle?
Oh really? Director?
Director?
No. Well, I know where the other two are. So let's see, anything here?
Anybody in there? Giselle?
What do you want, Charlie?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, it was about time, I guess. Yeah, I was wondering if that may be her, although why do I have that question as an option? Like, I haven't even seen her yet, have I? It seems like she's not going to come out, so let me in.
Let me in.
No.
Okay. Let's talk here
Giselle?
for a moment.
What do you want, Charlie?
Everything. Every single dialogue line.
What did you take from me yesterday?
None of your business.
Really?
Anybody in there?
Oh, I already tried that a long time ago.
Giselle?
What do you...
Did you tell me to escape?
Shut up! Don't talk! Get in or don't.
Okay.
Don't walk in the room or the camera will see you. I don't think they have any hearing receptors in here. I've checked before. So, Charlie, how is it that you can remember now?
Epsilon 5 told me.
Don't be mad. If I kept everyone who made an escape from me after they had their memories wiped again, there would be way too many people to bust out of here. I don't hate you. It's just easier to escape with less people.
Uh-huh. That's an interesting place to put a camera, by the way. Like, does it get this maybe? I don't know. R2. Don't use me, why try to escape? Let's do this? I don't know which is the most relevant one. I guess let's start with this.
You had others do this.
You think I'd actually risk my neck to make a map of this place by trying to escape?
Good point.
Oh, come on. They knew the risks and they took it. And now I don't have to deal with them. You can only look out for yourself here, and that's what I'm doing.
Why try to escape?
Don't you know what this place is? It's a rehab center for criminals. That means they wipe your brain when you get in, and they wipe your brain when you go out. I don't know about you, but I'm not ready to lose my identity again after already losing it once. This consciousness is the only one I have, and I'm not going to let some other person decide who I am, what I've done, and what I act like. Even if I live again out of this place, it's the same as being dead to me if I don't know about it. That's why I need to escape. That's why I need to get out of here and find my old memory, who I really am. And that's why you agreed to help me, because you saw the same thing. Having your memory wiped and being turned into a new person is the same as dying again.
Well, seems like my mic still picks up a sound or two here and there when some people are talking. Maybe I should lower it a little bit more. Yeah, there's also this, and she's gonna say, well, sacrifices have to be made, or something like this, blah blah.
But I had my memory wiped to help you.
But you're still the same person as before. You still have the same people to remind you. After you leave this place, we'll never see each other again. You won't be aware of your other consciousness. The way I see it is, even though we existed before and will exist in the future, it doesn't matter, because we only have this consciousness, who we are right now, and I want to keep it that way.
Okay. Why ask about the map now? I don't know. I'm gonna do it anyway.
You were just going to take my map and leave me in the dark.
Well, I guess you were smarter than that, since somehow you're here right now.
Okay, that makes more sense. What he asked.
That's why you want to escape? You don't want them to rehabilitate you?
If I don't escape, I know they'll wipe my memory again when I'm done with the testing. That's why I can't pass my final exam. If I do, they'll send me straight out of here and I won't have this consciousness ever again.
But you don't remember who you were before.
It doesn't matter. If I really need to know, they should have my old identity on their memory banks somewhere. If you want yours, we can swing by. But then you'll probably lose this memory in the process. So who cares? Am I right?
When are you escaping?
Why should I tell you? You're not in unless you're a useful asset, and right now, you're not a useful asset.
But I helped plot the map.
And now I don't need you anymore, so get lost.
That's cold, man.
Who else is going with you?
I'm not gonna tell you.
I want in.
I said useful asset.
What can I do to help?
I don't know. What can you do?
What?
What are they training you in now?
Guns.
Guns. Now that actually might be a useful commodity. Tell you what, if you can get me a gun, you can be part of the escape.
All right.
It's not that easy, though. You'll have to sneak it out of the testing room. God knows how. They have sensors to detect if you've moved anything out of the testing chamber.
I'll get it out.
I don't think you get how hard this is going to be, but okay. Don't come back here until you get it. Close the door on your way out.
Wait a minute. Aren't you going to give me some tools here or something? Then before that, I guess I'll do this. Just a tiny bit. Would help. Let's see, what do we have here? Buttons, what is this all about? Open the door. It should open the top door. I mean this one, I guess. Start. It looks like a map of the ventilation system in the center. Oh boy. I don't remember anything of this.
Hey there, Charlie. Since you're here, I thought maybe you could help me with something.
What's that?
I was trying to finish my maintenance shift when I realized I needed to reset the air shafts from level 2 to here.
You want me to fix it?
Well, if you insist. If you want to try, you can use this machine down here.
What about the camera?
You really think somebody's watching us? If you're really that paranoid, fine. Stay up there. I don't care.
Oh, I don't remember this part as well. Can I even go? Can I be seen here? I have no idea. She told me not to come in. Let's see, I'll save, I guess. We must lead to some pipe or shaft of some sort. Right, what do we have here? Oh, it's locked.
What do you think you're doing? Don't touch my stuff.
But I might need something in there.
Don't you have anything left in your stash?
My what?
Your stash.
What stash?
Your toilet. Hello.
I don't think so.
All right. Get me something to eat, and I'll open it. Understand?
Yes.
Understood it. Well, I just happen to have something to eat. So that's maybe why I remembered, checking my toilet. Alright, first let's see. As usual, okay, he has no other opinion of her. Say something else. Oh boy, that's a lot of stuff. Let's go.
What do you know about this place?
It's as plain as day to me. This is what you'd call a rehabilitation center. It's where they transform criminals or lowlifes back into law-abiding citizens. Unethical? Sure, but I'm sure they don't care.
About the escape.
Get me the gun, and then we'll talk.
How do I get the gun out of the testing chamber?
Who knows? The door won't even open unless you put the gun back. And even if you get the gun out somehow, they'll detect it in the next room. I heard they had to install those sensors because one day someone got a gun out and went on a rampage. Killed like 3 people.
Can you help me with something?
No.
Okay then.
What did you say about a stash earlier?
I said, check inside your toilet for yummy goodies.
Yuck. Wait though, so inside? It's not behind? What the hell?
How do I work this machine again?
You need a vent path from number 3 to number 10 to clear the airway. That means you need to turn on vents to green to connect them. But you can only turn on 5 at a time, otherwise the power will go out.
I have no idea what you just said. There were a couple of rows. I guess I'll speak to her about it. Oh wait, no, I was supposed to use this machine. Let's first talk about everyone else.
What do you know about the director?
And everything
The
else.
director. What about the guy? If there was ever a person responsible for our fate, he's the one. So he should be held responsible.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
No thanks, kid.
What do you know about Epsilon 5?
Oh yeah, I forgot you had your memory wiped again. She was a scrawny little kid who got picked on until you stood up for her. The greenies used to steal her food tickets all the time. For some reason, she refuses to pick a name for herself.
The greenies?
What do you know about Balder?
Oh, so you don't remember then? It's nothing really. He just doesn't get along with the others.
Really? What about me? Does he get along with me? Won't say. Okay. What a large machine. Yes, indeed. Let's see, what is this all about?
I'm trying to reset the ventilation system from level 2 to level 1, which is here. To do this, you'll need to clear out the entire stretch of piping from here to the 2nd level. This stretch would effectively be shaft number 3 to shaft number 10. The power influx is low right now, so you can only open up to 5 shafts at a time once you reactivate the ventilation system. When you turn on shafts, they turn green, and also turn on any adjacent shafts. So, there's only enough power to activate 5 shafts right now to clear the system from shaft number 3 to shaft number 10, so choose wisely. Have fun.
Oh, I will. Question is, what happens if I fail? Do we get to break something? So this deactivate too? Yes. Okay. What was it? I had to have only 5 active at a time. Yeah, this is gonna take me some time. So let's see if I do something like this. Yeah, like this. I need to turn on some of these though. I also have no idea which 5 to use. That's it? Seems like that's it. I think I need it. Let's see.
So you fixed it. Nice job.
Okay.
Now any foreign objects in the ventilation system on level 2 will get sent down here, in case it gets stuck again.
Anything on level 2 will get down here. So what was level 2? Wasn't that the living quarters? Oh yeah, the meal. Here we have it.
Here's that meal you wanted.
Help yourself.
Thanks, Charlie. Appreciated. Haven't had much to eat since I hit my final exam. They've stopped issuing me food tickets since I've stopped playing their little games.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
get that door for you.
That makes sense. Alright, so what are we having? Some tools and supplies. Cool stuff. Take it. The screwdriver should prove useful, of course. And nothing else useful in there. Okay. Wonder what the deal is here with this. At least I can do this. See, it's making the metal too hot. I'll have to stop it somehow. Okay, maybe that will come later. So now I have to figure out what I'm gonna do after I get the gun out. Oh yeah, I should check my toilet, I guess. As fun as that sounds, I guess it has to be done just in case. I need to go now, and nothing? Oh, in the tank. Okay, that makes sense. I was thinking of something entirely different. Got it. I handled it. Alright. I got smear pipe now. Whatever. Nobody's gonna go in anyway. So like they can take anything useful. So yeah, I have to get a new weight. I'll go with 4 again, since that worked last time. There's always this kind of like a mini cutscene when you go up that ramp right there. I don't know why. Something for the future events, maybe.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
It's funny as well that
Oh, it's you again. I'll send.
shouldn't that test for metals? Like that's all I'm carrying. Okay, put this there. Very nice. I've got the grate off. The drain plummets down at least 5 feet into darkness. Alright, let's see what happens. I think it's stuck somewhere down there. Maybe there's some way I can find it on the lower levels. Yes. That seems to be the case.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete. Attention, Beta 7. Please report back to maintenance duty. Airshaft E3-V has been lodged on floor 4.
Let's go check this place out. No, there was something else they said. Aha, let's see. Wait, then is this gonna be something similar? Yeah. Oh, I didn't talk if I... Oh well. Another flap. So maybe it's
Can you move that shelf?
way down there. What is this
Can
about
you
then?
move that? Got it.
Okay, well, I removed the covers, I guess, at least. I'm doing something here. So not really.
Hello?
Okay. Just curious. Oh, that's 87.
Giselle?
Unless you have the gun with you, I'm not letting you back in.
I need to go in there to get the gun.
Fine.
Do I though? Is it really here? Oh, that's why I need the box, of course. Well, I hope this is it, at least, cause I cannot check What's up on level 2? Let's see, the shit's in then no. Oh, help?
Can you help me with something?
No.
Still a no. Okay. Also, do not try messing with the flaps, because they're probably there for a reason. Wait, I still have a weight? When did I pick this up? I actually don't remember. I may have to use that in there. We'll see, we'll see. So, what was the deal here? Seems making the metal too hot. I'll have to stop it somehow. Oh, there is. Okay. There is the thingy. Is that even on the same level? Still can't reach it. I'll have to use something longer. Is this longer?
I can reach it, but there's no point in opening it right now.
Yeah, I thought so.
Can you help me with something?
No.
Further back. Wait, can I actually access this? There's a keypad here, but I don't know the code. Oh, I see. Oh wait, there is another wheel here. Oh, yeah, I think this comes into play later on. Okay, so I don't remember exactly how this worked, but I may have to go all the way back to this thing. Oh, I can do that even here. Nice. Wait, so... Yeah, there's nobody there, never mind.
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus. Scan complete.
Oh, it's you. I'll send.
That won't get it open. Isn't it open? That drain must go down to a lower level. Yes, it does. Huh? I can reach the pistol alone. See it down there. Okay. Fine. Fair enough. No, but was thinking about dropping it. And this way, actually, we can get even 2 guns. I guess there is no need, but
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus.
there's something else. I wonder maybe if I have to get a smaller weight. Or the puzzle isn't of that sort. Then again, I saw nothing. Let's see again. Is this one? I didn't check it though very much. Oh, okay. How come this stays like this? I think it's stuck the way it is now. Okay, but which one do I need? 2 pounds, 1 pound. I have no clue. The 2 pounds, I guess. Oh, 2 of them. Now I don't know which is which. Cool stuff. It's much too heavy for a person like me to move. No, I mean take more weights. Oh, I have 2 again. So which 2 is it now? The last 2? Okay.
Hey,
This
John,
is gonna be interesting. Oh, look at this. Yeah, sure, why not?
Do you know anything about an escape plan?
Should I? Really, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Bye.
See you around.
You
Can you move
Shelf.
that shelf?
Got it.
I do not think they would stay in one position like that. That's why I never tried in the first place. Oh well. I guess E5 will have something to say. Help! Oh no! I can ask her for help.
Do you know anything about an escape plan?
Not really. Did Giselle tell you about it?
Not much.
So she's not in on it, or she's lying.
Can you help me with something?
What?
Just follow me.
Okay.
Just follow me. Interesting. I have no ideas, honestly. Oh, she can open the door. Right, because she's not on my side. Oh, there is the gun! There is the gun! Yes, it was on the left. Nice. I thought it would be in the center. Okay, so that's how I check the vents on level 2.
Can you open that door for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
Alright.
Just trust me. Hey, maybe I should have got 2 weapons
I'll wait
after
out
all.
here.
E7, so that's whatever it was called. Wait, she's not here? Okay, then I guess I was wrong. Oh, wait. That's my old place? It doesn't recognize my thumbprint. Really? Okay. Hey? I have no idea what that was all about. Say what now? So it's in neither of these.
Is that all you needed me for?
I think so.
Well, I'll be around.
I actually don't think so. There must be something else here. Hey, you know what? Since I'm already here, I wanna try. I think it's still the way it is now. Okay. Makes sense.
Is that all?
I think so.
Well,
I guess
I'll be around.
for now. Yes, probably. So she cannot enter?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Can you help me with...
What?
Just follow.
Okay.
Can you open that door?
Why?
Just trust me.
Alright. I'll wait out here.
So she doesn't want to enter, okay. No body footprint. Voice? No. Well, I tried.
Is that... Well...
Very interesting. Let's see. That was fun. Yeah, we have a D6 there. And an E7. Oh, wait. I just noticed that. Can it go to this side? This one, yeah, the perspective changes. Okay. This is something else I'm not doing right. Oh, completely.
Giselle? I need to... I can reach him, but there's no point in opening it right now. About the escape.
Get me the gun, and then we'll talk.
How do I get the gun out of the testing chamber?
Who knows? The door won't even open unless you put the gun back. And even if you get the gun out somehow, they'll detect it in the next room. I heard they had to install those sensors because one day someone got a gun out and went on a rampage. Killed like 3 people.
Can you help me with something?
No.
Of course not. Damn, they dropped a couple of important numbers and whatnot, but I forgot what the deal was. Oh, can she maybe open this door? She doesn't live on that side.
Anybody in there?
Oh, the moment. Also, I want to see. Yeah. No, honestly, I'm not sure how to read that chart thingy next to her door.
Can you help me?
What?
Just follow me.
Okay.
Okay, I guess we're gonna go and open all the doors. Or at least try to.
Do you think you could open that door?
I don't think there's anything I could help with there.
Right. Okay. She's still following me. What else was there? Oh, wait. I guess I'm gonna come back up here, but first let's try this one. And maybe she can help me. Maybe they can even say something extra in front of me.
Giselle?
Unless you have the gun with you, I'm
I need to go.
fine.
I'll wait out here.
Wait, what? Why? Boo.
Can you help me with?
What?
Just follow.
Okay.
Just follow me, okay. What else can we open? It was on level 3 and then it fell down. Somewhere.
I'll wait out here.
Okay then.
Can you help me with some?
What?
Just follow.
Okay.
Do you think you could open that door?
I don't think there's anything I could help with there.
Very interesting. Okay, let's try some doors over here.
I'll wait out here.
Oh, not even this works. I think she got out from the green door. So she won't even come this far. Oh, there goes my plan. I'm gonna try and fiddle
Scanning for unauthorized testing
with
apparatus.
some weights.
Scan.
Oh, it's... I'll send...
That won't get it open. It's supposed to be open already. What the hell? Yeah, the lid is already screwed off. That won't get it open. Jesus. Okay. So there's something else. Just for funsies. Then we'll get another one. Oh, look at this. Alright then. It's stuck somewhere down there. Yeah. So I remember this part to some extent. Alright. But
Scanning for unauthorized testing apparatus.
I don't know how to exactly
Scan complete.
finish it off. So to speak, seal the deal. I cannot enter here anymore, I assume. Right. She's still here. I still have my copy of the weight, so how many weights am I carrying? What the hell?
Can you help?
Yeah. Open
Do you
this.
think you could open that door?
I don't think there's anything I could help with there.
So I was on the right track. Or the living quarters. And it is somewhere I cannot go.
Can you open that door for me?
Why?
Just trust me.
All right.
What do you know about this?
I don't know. They seem...
Goodbye.
Bye. I'll wait out here.
He's waiting there. Okay. This thingy here strikes me as gonna be interesting. And does it recognize me? Yeah. And here the path should be clear. And it is.
I think so.
Well,
Yeah, you better stay here. I'm gonna check 3 and 4. Just in case.
Hey, Charlie. How's it going?
Bye.
See you around.
I don't think I ever bothered with this.
Can you move?
Got it.
Oh, look at that. Another gun. Unreach. Use your legs. No. Talk to it. No. Alright. So there it goes. Somewhere down there.
Can you move?
Got it.
I suppose this is the second one.
Can you move?
Got it.
Okay, well, at least now I'm sure that everything's open on this floor. I wonder if I really hurt to bother would be interesting. See if they say something about each other, although I suspect she's gonna say, oh, I'm up to here. Good luck. It's stuck the way it is now. Okay. I just thought maybe I had to solve some sort of a puzzle there, and like which one is open and which one is closed, but it doesn't seem to be the case. And if it is anyway, then oh boy, I'm gonna have to reload. Actually, there is no point coming here, is there?
Goodbye.
Bye.
Can you hold this for me?
No thanks.
I'm not going to hit her. No. Have her hold it for you. I don't think I should give that to her. Okay.
Can you hold this for me?
No thanks.
What the hell? Yeah, as far as I understand, that's right. I shouldn't expect anything there. Probably stuck on something like this. Wait, let's go here. Any notes? No. Very interesting.
Giselle?
Unless you have the
I need to go in there to get...
fine.
Oh, really? Now something happened? Let's see. What are the results? More rapidly. Hey, there we go. Actually, I have no idea where it fell. Is it on me? No. All right.
Here it is.
I have no idea how you did that, but good job.
Am I in now?
Yes. Yes, you are.
When are we escaping?
I don't know yet. I'll have to set things up and build up our stashes.
Where are we going to escape to if we don't know where we are?
Look at this. This is the map you made when you broke out. You wrote a note down here. I don't know what it says because your handwriting is god-awful.
It says Space Cargo Bay.
So you're telling me we're in space?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Either way, we have to finish this map before we plan the escape. And also, we need to get our stashes together. Until then, don't pass your final exam unless you want your brain wiped again.
Well, I'm awfully close though. Am I not? Oh, that is very interesting. I have no idea. Maybe I once did, some 5 to 6 years ago, but not anymore. Like, how does this pan out? I mean, Boulder is kinda clear what that would mean. I guess I will say this.
I want Epsilon 5 to come with us.
You mean that scrawny little girl who hasn't even decided on a name yet?
Yes.
Every person added to the escape drops more weight on the scale. Any more, and we'll fall through the floor and trip on ourselves.
She works with computers.
I'll see what I can do. You should leave.
Okay.
I'll add the gun with the rest of the stash tonight. And tell that girl to get a real name.
All right. Very, very nice. That is a save, alright. Okay, now I watched the previous video, and I think I also have a save. Let's see, just to remind myself, because I don't think I remember all of it. I think it was this one. When I switch to it, this one he talks.
Perpetual rain.
Right.
Must have been a pain during the war.
They turned off the machines so we didn't get soaked all the time. Stopped mining. Halted space exploration for about a year. What was the address Matthias gave?
What? Are you just gonna go up to the front door and ask them to hand over the location?
I'm going to try.
Asriel.
I'll find out where Center 7 is, and I'll get out. I'll make this quick.
We'll see. The address he gave is Brookview Avenue, 4388.
I'll get back to you when I have the coordinates. If I'm going to do any sleuthing, I'll have to fix my lockpick. I'll need a carbon ray stabilizer to do it.
Oh yeah, about that. Okay. I'm not completely sure, but it seems like it's picking up the oh. Didn't I reduce this? I thought I did. Maybe there's some bug with loading. Let's see. Yeah, maybe each save remembers kind of like in Unavowed the volume levels. Like Okay, I think this is where I needed to go. Yep. Seems like something. Oh, hold on a minute. Alright, seems like things are fine now.
Ah, the smell.
Trash heap. What is this?
Cityside dump. They'll probably ship it out in a week.
No, I mean this, I guess. Magazine?
Looks like a magazine of good ammo.
Okay
I'll add
then.
it to the rest of my ammo stash.
Yeah, you do that. Scavenger, eh? Oh, this reminds me, I think I missed one note. That's a shame, but oh well.
I'm not going to sit here and count loose amounts of trash. He was probably a murderer.
Probably.
His pockets are empty.
Oh, he still gets picked up a little bit, seems. Maybe something like this. There isn't much more lowering I could do anyway.
He probably burned puppy orphanages.
Oh, so that's supposed to make me feel justified or something?
Nothing on this guy. He was probably a juice dealer.
I mean, who knows, maybe?
I can't reach in his jacket. His whole body is pressing down on it.
Turn it over. Nice.
I got his wallet.
His wallet?
Only thing that looks useful is his ID card.
What about laser beam, cathode ray, or something like this to fix your lockpick? Mafia ID card. Yeah, this could be useful. Wasn't I supposed to find?
He's already turned over. Kicking
That
him won't do anything.
thing here? Oh, there's a bunch of trash, I don't know. Nothing that stands out, I guess.
Kicking him won't do anything. He's already dead.
He's already dead. Alright, I guess I can return to this place. If I need to. So can I now go in
There's
there?
no need to go back there.
Okay. Fair enough. What happens if I do this?
ID card accepted.
Identify me. Well, it doesn't identify me. Yeah, that's clear. I guess I'm gonna head out. See what happens. Oh, can I speak with this guy now?
Hey. Hey.
You're not gonna have any luck with him. Either they're totally spaced out from the juice withdrawal, or they're too weak to talk.
Alright then. So,
Hey again. Back in town?
Not for long.
How can I help you?
How's business?
It pays better than being a history teacher, I can tell you that.
oh, so you were a history teacher.
Any news in town?
Aside from the usual, no. Although I did have to close up shop yesterday. You should watch yourself. I don't know what went down, but several men got killed. You'd think they'd have the decency to bury them, but they were just thrown in the trash heap west of here. About time somebody actually fought back against the Boryokuden.
Okay, so that's the giveaway. You go and, you know, find out where the trash is.
What do you know about the Boryokuden?
What do you want to know?
Everything. Oh, can I join them? Oh, is he gonna be spooked by this?
What do you have against them?
I don't. They took my daughter. She was 10. I've got 2 kids left. If we don't get out of Gemini soon, they're going to be stuck there just like me.
Why isn't anyone opposing them?
10 years ago, maybe. Not anymore. Too much corruption. Ever since the Gemini War, everything's just went straight to pot.
Okay, hold the
Never
phone.
mind. That's all. Thanks.
Say, do you want a newspaper? Only 20 yen.
I don't have any money on me though. Let's see, does this work?
Yeah, sure. I'll take one.
Here you go.
Okay, how do I read it? I wanna save here. Alright, let's speak now. Seems like you're gonna tell me some
Any news in
Heard about the power
interesting
Enlighten me.
things.
Mining's been, the city's been, and even worse, the new mines are destroying old fault lines. Pays to be a,
Wait, that's not old
Any
news.
news in town?
heard about the power outages?
Enlighten me.
Mining's been working overtime, draining the fusion from underground. The city's been slowly losing its electricity over the past few weeks. And even worse, the new mines are destroying old fault lines. Pays to be a mechanic right now, I can tell you that.
And I lost my Boryokuden line, didn't I? Oh no, it didn't. What the hell? It just reappeared? Alright
What
then.
do you know about the Boryokuden?
What do you want to...
How can I join them?
You don't want to join them.
But I do.
Then go tell them. They'll throw you in the rite of passage.
What's the rite of passage?
Gotta kill a man.
Doesn't sound too bad.
That's only the first part. It's what you do to him afterwards that makes the rite.
I see.
How can I get in their headquarters?
They only let members in there. That, or friends of members. I suppose if you knew any of them, you can just reference their names and they'll let you in.
Okay.
Never mind.
I'll see what I can do.
Do you know a Kane Harris?
Nope.
Do you know a Matthias Howard?
Wasn't that the guy you were looking for?
That's right.
So you found him, right?
Yeah, I did.
Well, that took a turn I wasn't looking for and
That's all.
did not
Thanks.
expect. So, I look stupid now. But that's fine, I guess. Oh, look at this. There are people here now.
Looks like she's looking for something. Excuse me. Hello? I know you can hear me. Could you please stop ignoring me? Can I at least know your name?
You first.
Okay. It's Azrael. Azrael Odin.
Azrael Odin.
Does that name mean something to you?
You're Azrael Odin.
That's right. Do you know me or something?
No, but the Boryokuden do.
And I take it you know the Boryokuden.
They say you're a pain to them, an annoyance that keeps coming back. They say you were an assassin your whole life, but just recently you betrayed them all and now you're hunting them down as a cop.
Is that what they say?
Is it true?
People say lots of things. Just because they said it doesn't mean it happened.
You don't seem like an assassin to me. If you're really Azrael Odin, that is. You don't have death in your eyes. Well, any enemy of the Boryokuden is a friend of mine. So what do you want?
What are you looking for?
It's just something I lost.
Maybe I can help.
Maybe you'll just steal it and keep it for yourself.
Do you always hide your face?
Only when talking to strangers.
Oh, she never told me her name, by the way.
Have you ever heard of a place called Center 7?
No. I mean, no.
Do you know a person named Matthias Howard?
No.
Never mind. Do you know a person named Kane Harris?
I don't.
Never mind.
Never mind. I remember that part.
Goodbye.
Can you fix my broken lockpicks?
I'm not going to give her that.
Okay. I don't even know how to check out my own newspaper. Isn't that funny? Oh, look at this! I have on this character some form of notes. I forgot about that because I got so used to the other one. They're one of a kind. I got them for my initiation almost 10 years ago, so they can be fixed by conventional means. I need a carbon ray stabilizer. Carbon ray stabilizer to fix them. It's rare, but I might be able to find one around here. Good luck. I'm sure you will.
I'm not going to give her that.
What do you even do with the newspaper? I don't know.
The conduit must control the electricity inside.
Okay.
Need any help?
I've got this dumpster taken care of. Thanks.
No? Really?
There's a more civilized way to go about this. Hi there.
So, what do you want from me?
Okay.
Goodbye.
Talk to the other people, I guess.
Reminds me of myself when I was younger.
Weather Tower to Blade, July 8th, 22:29. Acid rain scarecrow certainly has been pinpointed to the malfunction Weather Tower 02. Engineers are taking the tower offline for repairs, and it is unknown whether the government will pass the bill to fund the costly repair project. In the meantime, there is no estimated date for the weather tower to go back online, leaving it dormant on the eastern edge of the valley. Okay.
Excuse me. Hey, Can you hear me? Hello? It must be a back entrance to this building.
This door will only open for apartment residents. Please use your residency card to verify your identity.
Residence card. Does that count? Probably not.
Doesn't work here.
Okay. There's also this stuff which I noticed. Oh, more dumpsters I can access.
More trash, more rubbish. Still nothing salvageable.
Alright, that was fast.
I have no use for this. That didn't accomplish much. Probably homeless.
Probably homeless.
Hey, can you hear me?
Probably asleep.
What's wrong? Why won't you talk to me?
Do I need to do something like this
I'm not
here?
going to go around and shoot everything I see.
Why not? It's fun.
It's just out of reach. That window leads into the building.
Oh, really? What about going up? Uh-huh.
Room 2E.
2E. That looks like the other place.
I'm not that.
What if we climb up? Oh, he's climbing down. Fun stuff. Really? I have to do this every time. Is there a way to lower it here? Somehow. It doesn't seem like it.
Room 2C.
Alright, this looks like I'm approaching everything
Room
from the
2A.
back. They have no information other than I have to
Don't think it's working.
fix my lockpicks. Doesn't working. Use the stairs. Okay. There is level 1. Anything interesting here? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have to come here at some point. Maybe sooner than later.
I can't touch it. It's a hologram.
It's a hologram?
The screen is blank.
Okay.
The resident male.
Yeah, that will require some extra information.
Locked, of course. Probably just goes into the office.
I was more looking if there is some sort of a tag or something, but whatever.
introduce Ed. Full name, Edward Wong Hao Pipilutivruski IV.
That's a long name.
Nice.
Ed made up that name for Ed. Isn't it cool? Nice to meet you.
If you made it up, how can you be the fourth?
Okay then. This may be a character or something from another game, which I don't know about.
Good doggy.
Ed will introduce.
Yep.
That's a long name.
Same thing.
Ed will introduce.
Alright then.
Ed will in.
Oh, really?
If you made
Ed will introduce.
if Room 4E.
Let's see who's here.
Locked, as suspected.
I was thinking more of knocking, you know,
Anybody home?
like people do usually.
I'm not going to kick down random doors. I don't see any way of opening it. I'm not that desperate.
Well, you keep saying that, but
I'm not that desperate.
okay. I guess I'll go back the usual way. I wonder if there's anything I should know about on floor 3. Don't mind me, just doing my exploration.
Hi there.
So what do you want?
So weird that I can't even ask her about
Goodbye.
that device I need. All he says
I'm
is
not going to give her that.
this, and I try this.
I'm not going to give her that.
Right.
It's empty. Must hold some trash.
That's wait. It's empty. Must hold some trash. Okay.
There's nothing that way but more residential and business districts.
Now look at this.
Somebody put a note here. If you are looking for withdrawal meds, come to the door behind the vendor.
Withdraw meds door behind the vendor. Oh, that was the vendor here. Oh, that's the door?
The address says 3384 Hollister Drive.
Let's see. Will this be the door?
This door will only open for apartment residents due to security reasons. To verify your identity, please slide in your ID card now.
Looks like I'm not getting in that way. It's not working here.
Yeah, this seems more like the vendor to me.
I can't talk with that. It must be a back end.
This door will only open for apartment residents. Please use your...
This doesn't work.
It's not.
Right, and they don't know anything about this.
Hey,
they straight up will not talk to me.
The name Matthias Howard, does that mean anything to you?
Do you know him? Can I speak?
The
No?
name Kane Harris, does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, don't think so.
Hi there.
So, did you...
Good.
Let's see if the vendor is gonna say anything.
How's it going?
No.
That's all. I don't need to show him that. Do you know anything about lockpicks by chance?
Oh, really?
Sorry, couldn't help you there. I know I've said this already, but try the terminals. They really have everything on them these days.
Well, there go my hopes. Show him this.
I don't need to show him that.
Okay. Not for now, at least. Yeah, there's something here as well.
They're too firm in place to pull off by hand.
Too firm, kick them in.
I've got the bottom boards off. I should be able to squeeze under now. Wonder what happened here. Looks like some kind of burned down safe house. Strange. Those crates look undamaged compared to everything else. I can't reach those crates while this obstruction is in the way.
There is an obstruction? Oh.
I can't quite get through the hole. Maybe somebody smaller could get under there.
Oh, so I am to ask her for help. Let's see, can I do that now?
Hi there.
So why'd you quit?
Quit?
You stopped being an assassin for a reason, right?
Pay was too low.
Ha! How much did they pay you to kill a man? The price of your soul?
Only the first time.
You want something?
Yes.
Can you do me a favor?
What?
I need a second person to help me with something.
What?
Just follow me and I'll show you.
Go ask somebody else.
There's nobody else around here. Conscious, I mean.
Help me find my card first, and maybe I'll help you.
Your what?
It's a security card. I lost it in one of these dumpsters. It should say something like WTC2 on it.
All right.
What the hell? How do I help with that? Like, my guy isn't willing to check any dumpster or anything.
Trash. Rubbish. I don't see anything useful here.
Does it really have to be in a dumpster? Who knows?
Excuse me. Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I think that's where I was supposed to go in the first place. But I don't feel like it yet. Wait, can I?
Probably homeless.
Probably homeless, seems to be asleep. Check his pockets.
Hey, buddy, wake up.
I'll wake him up, I guess.
Hey, buddy, wake up.
Wow, nothing happens.
Hey, can you hear me?
Okay then.
I have no use for this.
Just turn it over? Did anything happen?
That didn't accomplish much.
Didn't accomplish much. I wonder if it's kind of like sitting on top of it or something.
More trash, more rubbish. Still nothing salvageable. Need any help?
I've got this dumpster taken care of. Thanks.
Hi there.
You want something?
Can you do me a favor?
I said, help me find my card first.
Yeah, but
Goodbye.
I was hoping you would repeat exactly what you said. Find her card.
This pallet is almost completely useless. Hey, buddy, wake up. It's empty.
It's not even open. How do you know? Oh wait, there is another one here.
It's empty, and there's a hole at the bottom. It looks like anything dropped in would fall through the hole and float down the drain. Looks like a magazine of good ammo. I'll add it to the rest of my ammo stash.
Alright, so what drain now?
It's empty, and there's a hole at the bottom. It looks like anything dropped in would fall through the hole and float down the drain.
Can it get to somewhere over here, maybe?
I can't do anything there.
Alright, let's see if this guy knows anything.
Can I help you?
No, he
That's all.
doesn't.
Thanks. No parking.
Take it.
I can't do anything there.
Pick it down.
I don't need to do that.
No, you're no fun.
There's no need to go back there.
I suppose there's gonna be nothing new found here.
I'm not going to...
She was talking about dumpsters. Maybe.
There's nothing else on him.
Okay.
I don't see anything on him. I don't see anything.
Very well.
I should probably...
See, am I gonna suffer here? Our man.
The gutter looks like it's overflowing.
Yeah, that may be it.
There was some kind of ID card in here.
Oh, you don't say.
There was some kind of ID card in the muck.
Take it. Wait, is this security? Was it security or an ID? I forgot.
Pity the kids had to die as well. Heard some of them were off-world refugees.
You really had to burn the whole place down, didn't you?
You want something?
Just passing through.
Good. Then we won't have to deal with you as well.
Wait, I wonder, can I? Oh wait, this one required an ID card, I
It's
think.
not working here.
Yeah.
Doesn't work here.
Okay, since I cannot or don't know how to inspect it, is this it?
Excuse me. Is this what you were looking for?
How did you find this?
It was in a gutter. Almost went down the storm drain.
Thanks. I owe you one.
So, about that favor?
Hi there.
So what's the difference between an assassin and a cop?
The pay's better.
Right.
Nice one.
Did they give you back your soul?
Sometimes the promise of something is worth more than the thing itself, even if you know you can't get it back again.
So, what do you want from me?
Can you do me a favor?
Well, I owe you one, so I guess I can. What is this again?
Just follow me. Hey.
What?
Go through that hole and search those boxes for me.
I've got boxes labeled PQ1, SQ2, LSL5, CRS-117, and MI2. What should I open?
I have no idea. I guess I should first get that information, eh?
PQ1.
It's full of police badges, equipment, and evidence. Are you sure this is what you wanted?
That's probably not it. Can you try again? SQ2.
It's full of some kind of space gear, helmets, and rays. Are you sure this is what you wanted?
That's probably not it. Can you try again? LSL5.
It's full of... I'd rather not say. Are you sure this is what you wanted?
That's probably not it.
How should I know?
Try again.
What the hell? You didn't even tell me what was inside it.
CRS-117.
There's some weird handheld device in here. Are you sure this is what you wanted?
Probably.
Oh, the acronym for the... What was it? Something...
Here you go.
Thanks.
Well,
Ray
I'd love to crawl
thingy.
through more holes for you, but...
Yeah, I know.
See you around?
Yeah.
Alright then.
Until then, I guess.
Wait. What's your name?
Hey, finally.
Sayuri.
Sayuri. Now to fix these lockpicks.
Right click on inventory items to activate or look at them. I have one main problem, which is I don't know how to pull up my inventory. Also, what was it? Carbon ray stabilizer. I was thinking something ray something. Anyway, now we'll never know what was in the last box.
Got it. The lockpicks are fixed now.
Okay, that works. Can I read this now? Hey, it works! I thought he was going to try to use it. Mining resumed. Weather tower, is he gonna say something? Aha! Recent talks where the Pittsburgh mayor has the now abandoned weather tower on the eastern end of the city up for reestablishment. The plan proposed by an engineering council would upgrade the now dysfunctional weather tower to the newer models on the other end of the city. Using the new technology, the mining schedule will become more relaxed, a thing beneficial to all citizens of the city. What is that? Shortage of juice leaves addicts annoy? Hey? According to the Baracus police chief, a shortage of the supply of the illegal drug known as juice has caused some addicts to experience symptoms of withdrawal, the most severe of which may result in death. Medical experts advise anyone who is suffering from symptoms to seek out the nearest medical station available in their area where they can receive medical help. 10 years of a new Gemini. Wednesday marks the 10th anniversary of Gemini independence from the Taurus galaxy. A special ceremony will be held in Cleveland to commemorate the event. Since independence, Gemini has continued to expand beyond Baracus and Harmony into other planets such as Colony 4. Anything special I'd like to know here? New Pittsburgh Tribune? I remember when they used to just call this the Pittsburgh Tribune. Okay. Really? Oh. Just cause I'm curious, is she here now? I guess not. Right. Well, I got my lockpicks fixed. I should probably save here. I suppose I should do something here, but I'm gonna look around. See, something I should know about this place. That looks like a different guy, isn't it?
You would know where anybody lived in here.
Hold on. Nothing on this street.
The city must not have a subway system if they need to rely on mobile transportation. It's miles away.
It's miles away, okay.
It's miles away.
Sup?
Wasn't that a different receptionist here before?
Craig?
Yeah, sure.
He's out of town. I'm filling in for him.
Never mind.
I never figured out who that belongs to. Oh wait, can I...
His name was Winston Lucas.
There we go. It was about time I learned how this whole inventory game works. Okay then. Oh, check the terminal.
ID card
What else can I find out about this guy? Although, won't they know he's dead? Two deceased. That's about it. Huh. Well, that doesn't help me. I could ask people left and right. Maybe somebody will know.
Hey, can you hear me? The name Winston Lucas. Does that mean anything to you?
Yeah, he's not waking up anytime soon, I guess.
Excuse me. Hey, can you hear me? The name Winston Lucas. Does that mean anything to you?
I guess the vendor is my guy. Seems to know plenty of things.
How's it going?
Do you know a Winston Lucas?
What, are you looking for him?
Perhaps.
I told you before, check the terminals.
I already did. They said nothing.
That's all. Thanks.
Like if I check this one, will I find anything different? So there were also some apartment terminals. Oh, really? Okay. Just for convenience.
Anybody home?
Are you here for the maid?
I really want to say this, but they're not gonna answer me.
I'm here for the meds.
Here's what you want to do. Go to Hibiscus High Rise, room 2A. Knock on the door and ask for Susanna. She'll sell him to you for a hefty price. Take it or leave it.
Is that all?
Yes. Now go away before the boring cuties see you here.
Nice. Okay then.
ID card accept.
Wait, what about the name? No. That's no fun. Can I ask him about it?
How's it going?
Oh, he actually didn't give me a second name. Never mind. Yeah.
That's... What can you tell me about this apartment?
Not much. I think it was built before the war. That's all I know.
Do you know a person named Winston Lucas?
No. Why?
Never mind. Never mind.
Alright, never mind. Let's see what I can get from this. Oh, really? I don't think I like this.
Hey, you know a Frank who lives in 2A?
No, who is he?
Then get out of here.
But...
I said get out.
All right.
Frank? Wasn't it Susanna or something? What is going on? Hey, you know what? That's probably just info about him. But I'm gonna check it out. Oh, I won't be able to enter this way.
I don't need to go into Matthias's apartment. I don't need to go in that apartment.
Fair enough. Okay, let's approach it from this side.
So, is this the place? How long are we going to wait exactly?
Until the target comes?
Oh, they're waiting
If
for
she's
a
selling the cure, I don't think she'd come back now.
target, eh?
We'll just keep watching, alright?
So maybe she's waiting
Okay,
for
but
me
I don't know about this.
to do something. I wonder if I can use the balconies again.
Locked, as suspected.
I am bored.
Anybody home? Guess not. I have no reason to try and enter this apartment.
We should do something.
Oh really, what are you gonna do?
Better not get too close.
I don't think this is gonna work this way, but... Wait, what if I wanna talk to them?
That wouldn't be the best of ideas.
Well, I will get to the gun part.
That won't help me here.
Okay.
Why don't you just...
Better not get...
Just what? Okay, let's try
If I
this.
fire, the noise sensors will go off and I'll be in a heap of trouble.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
That won't help me here.
Okay.
Nice. I have no idea then.
He must be guarding the apartment.
Oh, that much is obvious.
It's just a stack of business cards. Never mind.
Dude, no. Get out, please. I never really talked to that guy.
Anybody home?
Are you here for the maid?
Who are you?
Are you here
What meds?
Reduce withdrawal meds. What else?
Maybe.
Here's what she wants to do. Go to Heather's highway. Room 2A. Knock on the door and ask for Susan. She'll certainly be here for a hefty price. Take it or leave it.
Is that all?
Yes. Now go away before the boy and cutie see you here.
Okay, well that piece definitely was not creepy, not at all. What if I just got another idea? Just go to 3A and try to somehow drop down from there.
Room 3A. Anybody home? Guess not. Locked, as suspected. I have no reason to try and enter this apartment.
Okay.
I don't think I should start kicking on random doors.
Then it's time to face them up front. See if that works.
You again. You sure you don't know a Frank who lives in 2A?
You looking for him?
Yeah. Do you know him?
Of course. Good old Frank. We go way back.
Get out of here.
But...
I said get out.
Alright.
Wait, I can go to floor 6. Will there be anything interesting there? Probably not.
Room 6E. Room 6A. Anybody home? Guess not. Locked, as suspected. I have no reason to try and enter this.
Well, maybe I'll try some more. You know, just to be thorough.
Anybody home? Guess not. I have no reason to try and... Locked.
Yeah, you do. You have all the reasons. Come on, man, just do it.
Room 4A. Anybody home? Guess not. I have no reason to try and enter this apartment. Locked.
This was 3. I think I tried that one.
Anybody home? Guess not. I have no reason to try and enter this apartment. Locked, as suspected. I don't see any way of opening it.
What the hell? That's weird. that's a new one for me.
Never mind. It's just a stack of business cards.
Take them.
Just has the apartment's information on it. It's just a stack.
Yeah, but what information? Like,
Can't talk with.
Can't I find something out from there? I guess not. Alright, I think I have good saves.
He must be the guard.
Yes. Now I'll talk to the guy. See what happens.
What do you want?
I need some information.
Who sent you?
What the hell?
Winston Lucas.
You got a name?
I wonder how they came up with these.
Rendo scan.
Hand me your gun and you can go inside.
Really? Okay. Let me just make sure.
First door on your left. Don't go anywhere else. Who are you?
I'm selling these fine dark trench coats. I guess this will help. I wanna risk it though, I wanna see what happens.
I'm here for some information.
Jenkins is who you're looking for. First door on the left.
Oh. Okay.
First door on the left, right? I should just go inside.
Clean.
You just gonna stand there? Who are you? I know everybody in this city, and I don't know you.
I'm a contract killer.
What do you want with us?
I need to know about Center 7.
Never heard of it.
I have a target going there, and I'm willing to pay.
If he goes to Center 7, he's as good as dead to anyone.
Why?
Don't you know what Center 7 is? It's where people go to die. Or rather, erased from this world once and for all.
What is it? A prison?
No, it's a rehab center, hidden from public view.
What? I thought they were discontinued after the war.
Well, they were, but in a vain attempt to control us, the Gemini government had them reestablished.
So they're still trying to recondition the criminals?
No, not anymore. It's mainly used as a role buyout prison. We use it to train people now to our advantage. Turn useless proles and street thugs into assassins or computer hackers. That sort of thing.
You turn them into other people.
Yes. Complete reconditioning of mind, body, and past. Turns them into a whole new person. And the best part is, they don't even know they were rehabilitated after it happened. Pretty cool, huh?
So how do you know you're not rehabilitated?
Because everyone around me knows me. If you were, say, a drifter or a loner who had no family, no connections, no one who could identify you or your past, that's what you've got to worry about. Or you could create them in pairs. Make it so the new people go out together, so they know each other in some way. You could rehabilitate entire families and send them out.
So how can I get there?
Why would you want to go there? It's like a mental facility. If your target's going there, he'll lose his mind, his identity, and be erased from this world and turned into a new person. That's even better than killing him.
My employer was quite specific.
So, what do you want? What do you want from me?
I told you. I need to know where Center 7 is and how I can get in.
I told you. I can't tell you where it is.
Why not?
Even if I did, you couldn't make it in there without getting detected. The security system is still run by the Gemini government, even though we give them the contracts. They'll blast you to pieces if you come close.
Whether I make it in or not is not up to you. If you have the file, I'll take it.
Look, a classified file on a government prison isn't very easy to come by, and we don't just hand them out to strangers.
So what do you want for it?
We have a problem. Business isn't good these days for the Boryokuden. The economy here in Pittsburgh is down, business is faltering, and we have to worry about some ex-assassin called Azrael Odin mopping the floor with syndicates all around the galaxies. So, I'll make you a deal. You might have heard we misplaced a shipment of juice recently. We get one at the start of every month. This one's been stolen. And since we can't buy another one until we make a profit from the last one, we're kind of in a hole.
Go on.
If you can bring us the missing juice, you can have the file on Center 7.
Okay. Do you have any leads?
I can give you the number of the smuggler who handled the operation. We already interrogated him, but nothing came up. Other than that, we don't have much to go on. The cargo was smuggled onto a transport from the major colonies, and it disappeared when it landed on Barracus about a week ago. Nobody knows where it is, but we suspect it's still on the planet, and somebody has it. All of our leads have come up short, and we're enlisting any help we can get.
But what if it's destroyed?
Then you can't get the file. Simple as that.
How do I know you even have the file?
Here, go ahead and keep this tidbit free of charge. The smuggler's name is Kenneth. Don't bother looking him up, he's not a citizen here, and his number is 360-4053.
All right, I'll get back to you.
All right, then.
Alright then. I'm gonna save again. Because I think I saved when I just entered here, didn't I? Oh, almost.
First door on your left. Don't go anywhere else.
Yeah. Let me see if I can get blasted. Oh, there's also this guy.
I'm selling these fine dark trench coats.
Too bad. I've already got a whole collection.
Got any customers for me?
First door on your left.
I love the foot tap. So he's gonna do nothing. What if I tell him? Sure that.
Yeah, come in.
Oh, this time he said something. At least I didn't notice last time. Okay, I get searched. Who are you?
I'm a cop.
A cop. What's a cop doing in my office? I don't recognize you from here. You from Harrisburg?
No.
Off-world then? I figured as much.
So why haven't you killed me yet?
I was hoping you could tell me that. This doesn't have to do with the missing juice, does it?
Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
Let me guess. You heard about the reward and now you want to work for us to get it back, right?
But I'll need something in return.
Name it.
I need to get to Center 7. I have a target going there.
Interesting.
If he goes to Center 7, he's as good as dead to anyone.
Oh, I cannot access the menu. Okay.
What?
Well, so now we turn. Well, if you even if I did this,
so I get to live anyway. My question is, how come
we have a
he was supposedly working for them or with them for this, but none of them recognizes him? Let's see.
What makes you think I can find 2 tons worth of illegal drugs?
Look, man, if I don't find those drugs by the end of this month, I'm a dead man. Just because I'm with the Bodo-Yakuten doesn't mean they show mercy on me.
Oh,
I've tried
so he's not
find it.
the top of the top.
The file.
The top of the line. Let me think about this.
I have to think about this.
This'll take all day.
Okay. Do you have any leads?
I can give you.
Yeah.
How do I know?
Come on, I want to load my save. Okay, I'm still here. Get juice, miss location. Yeah, I already know about this. Let's see. Who this? Anyone in the phone?
Hello?
Kenneth?
What do you want from me?
Where are you?
I'm not coming back. You won't find me again.
Coming back where?
I'm not going back there. I answered all your questions. I told you everything I know. Now leave me alone.
Okay. Oh, can I interact with this?
That's a nice chandelier. I don't need to and can't reach it.
Why not? Oh, I don't have my gun here. Let's see, folder. Center 7, established as a rehabilitation center for POWs, government criminals, and Bodo-Yakuten officials after the Gemini War 2220. Current subject pool: Grade B to F criminals, MIA POWs, homeless street urchins. Current income rate: government funding has been cut after the initial project did not perform up to standards. Additional funding has been denied. Alternate funding has been received through third-party organizations. Their identities have been requested to be kept secret. Current director unknown. Current center schedule: Phase 1 raises subject's memory and cognitive functions, including instincts and basic thoughts and desires. Phase 2 places the subject in a controlled environment and reintroduce them to instinctive behavior, both logical, intellectual, and social. This phase may take only a week or several weeks. Phase 3, any specific skills or instincts that are required of the new prisoner's role are assigned and learned in special isolated facilities. Phase 4, after all the basic instincts have been re-established in the subject, the prisoner undergoes a change of identity surgery. which includes a new face, name, etc., into a whole new person. That's convenient. Phase 5. Final memory wipe is done. Careful not to touch any of the subject's new instincts or skills, and the subject's memory will be reactivated as soon as they reach the appropriate shelter site. Subject will believe themselves to be another person and never know the identity change has taken place. Okay. Oh, him again. Hopefully this hasn't been screwed up.
Hello?
Kenneth?
Who's calling?
I need to talk to you about a smuggling operation.
I won't talk about the juice.
Yeah, I thought so, but I also thought I'd try.
Why won't you talk?
I told you everything I know. Now go away!
No, you didn't tell me. I need the info. Come on. Be serious here. I wonder if my guys can tell me something more, although I have only a first name.
I need to talk to you about
I won't talk about the juice.
What can I do to get you to talk?
Leave me alone. Goodbye.
Okay, I should have read the other option. I forgot what it was. Let's see.
Hello?
Kenneth?
Are you the one about...
I need to talk.
I won't talk.
Oh, it's all the same.
Alright. I have a job for you.
What kind of job?
I have no idea.
An engineer.
No thanks.
I don't remember the guy telling me about the piloting part though.
Who's calling?
How do I know this? Why do I have this line?
Are you the pilot of the ship I'm looking for?
Or am I just guessing? Oh boy. I guess I forgot something, eh?
The ship that dropped the juice about 2 weeks back.
Goodbye.
Wait, let me go back inside.
Clean.
Clean. Is he gonna say or repeat something?
Is there anything else you can tell me about the juice?
I told you, we don't know anything else. Our only lead is the smuggler.
I don't think I need to check any of these, but I will anyway, because it seems like they're not gonna shoot me, so why not?
Do you know a person named Winston Lucas?
No, I don't think I do. Oh, wait. Yeah, I knew him. One of the cronies around here. Had a wife and 2 kids until some thug gunned him down or something. Happened just the other day. Sad story.
Do you know a person named Kane Harris?
No, I don't think I do.
Never mind then. Do you know a person named Matthias Howard?
He came here, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. Took us a while before we realized he was making long-range calls out of the galaxy that were unauthorized. Normally we wouldn't care much, but we checked his records and he doesn't exist. So we naturally presumed he was an undercover agent of the government. Taurus or Gemini, I don't know. How exactly do you know about him?
Heard his name from one of your guards.
I see.
Nice one. I thought he was gonna say, never mind then. As per usual. I'll be back. Alright, let's go.
Here's your weapon.
Yeah, thank you very much. Where is he going?
They want the juice, we want the coordinates. Az, don't tell me you're gonna help them get back their drugs.
I was just gonna call.
Kane.
What?
You should know that I'm not going to do that by now.
Okay, Az. Anyway, I did some searching for Center 7. An old news document turned up some kind of escape attempt. Turns out there was a guy who managed to escape from that facility and he landed in the city you're in. From what it looks like, they never caught him.
You think he's still around here?
I don't know, but it's worth taking a look.
Well, who knows? Maybe he's closer than you think.
Anyway, I'll let you go. Over and out.
Oh, that's it?
Kane here.
Do you know anything about an escaped prisoner from Center 7?
Maybe try asking the Boryokuda, or one of the locals.
Oh, that's, yeah. That's a good one. I did not think about that. You know, right from the start.
Do you know a Winston Lucas?
Don't think so.
Never mind.
Okay, that makes sense.
Kane.
Yeah.
You think you could help me out with something?
Go ahead.
Never mind.
Oh, okay.
Never mind.
Let's go the other guy.
I don't need to call Matthias. If I did, I should just call Kane.
Fine. Try my luck here again.
Hello?
Kenneth?
What do you want from me?
I have a job for you.
What kind of job?
A pilot.
How much does it pay?
Enough to buy you transport here and back to Taurus. Is that a yes?
All right.
Where can I meet you?
Meet me at my place. Hibiscus High Rise, room 3E.
I'll be there soon.
Okay, now this leaves me questioning myself if there was, you know, more clever way to go about this. Oh, I've got a lot of items here now.
Give me your gun and you can go inside.
Oh, so he's not gonna talk to me, okay.
First door on your left. Don't go anywhere else.
I can just walk right in.
Well,
Here
that's...
a lot for someone who's not with the Boryokuda.
Well, I was giving you commands for.
Clean.
Back so soon. What do you want?
Do you know anything about an escaped prisoner from Center 7?
It happened over a year ago. Some people came from the facility and tried to find him. They wanted our help, but we didn't care. We never found him.
Anything else?
Do you know anything about an escaped prisoner?
It happened over a year. Some people came from the facility and tried to find him. They wanted our help, but we never found him.
Okay, so
I'll be back.
he won't share the name, I guess.
Here's your weapon.
Room 5E.
Wait, 5? What the hell did I just do? I guess I got confused a little bit with the whole teleporting game.
3E.
I thought I missed something, but I guess I didn't.
Anybody home? Guess not. Locked, as suspected.
You think I'm stupid?
Hold on now.
I already told you people everything. You wouldn't stop.
Look.
I can't even hold a gun straight after what you did to me. I already told you I don't have it.
Then who has the juice?
I told you I don't know.
Who did this to you?
You people did.
I didn't do anything.
Then the rest of the Boryokuden did.
I'm not with the Boryokuden.
Then why are you here? I can't fly anybody anymore.
I need to find the juice before they do.
What?
Take it back to where? Oh boy.
I can take it back.
There's no way you can get it off the planet. The Boryokuden monitor everything.
Ooh, getting dangerous. Hide it, sell it.
I can destroy it. Prevent them from getting another shipment.
What good would that
Oh
do?
yeah, that's right. I
Somebody's
forgot about
gotta
that.
stand up to them. Can you help me?
I already told them everything. The shipment was on board when I jumped into Gemini. I checked the cargo when I docked at Barracus Station. It was there. But when I landed on the planet side, it was gone.
So what happened?
Somebody had to have stolen it while I was still on the station. The Boryokuden don't believe me, of course.
Are you sure that's the only way?
It was on the station when I got there. It disappeared when I left. There's no other way someone could have taken it when I went down into the planet.
Is there a way I can find out who was on that station?
I already did. I stole a security feed photo yesterday. It caught the only other ship leaving the station right before I did.
Why haven't you showed the Boryokuden this?
Why should I?
Could I borrow that?
You can keep it.
What?
You see what they did to me? I want revenge. If they don't get that shipment, then they're going down. If you're the one who can do that for me, then by all means, take it. Find out who was piloting that ship for me.
Why don't you want to do it?
I can't even fly a ship. I can't get any work now. I can't even operate the computer program to analyze it.
I take it you want something in return.
Just don't let them have the juice. They don't need it. Here. I'm going. Don't follow me. I'm getting off this planet once and for all.
Have a safe trip.
don't make a move.
There he goes.
Okay. Would have been nice if I had saved before this. I suspect this note may disappear. Oh, it's a photo.
Some kind of digital photo. You can insert it in a terminal for more analysis.
I see. Can you get anything from it without that?
This is the photo of a ship leaving Barracus Station. The smuggler was apparently convinced that this was the ship that stole the juice. I can put it into a terminal to analyze it.
Yeah, I already heard that.
Data packet received.
Okay, how do I zoom out? I don't know. And the nose? Enhance everything. Nice. Alright, I'm done playing around now. What? I have a note. Mysterious transport ship serial number.
Kane here.
Kane,
Yeah,
you think you could help me out with something?
go ahead.
I'm having some trouble figuring out where the juice is.
Have you tried following that lead?
Working on it.
Well,
Just keep calling the numbers they gave you. Follow up on names and stuff.
I was hoping you would do a search or something.
Never mind.
Okay, so I guess I'm doing it.
ID card accepted.
Let's see, does this work? Name added to notes. Barks file, light, serial cargo ship, serial number, owner, O. Erickson. Okay. Who this? Age 40, residence, district 6, apartments, phone number, fighter pilot. I guess I got this. Yes. What is this? Mr. Drive 3384. It's kind of way out there. Okay, let's see what I can do here with this.
Maybe I should go find him in person.
ID card.
Can I even go there? I forgot about this part. Let's see. Oh, maybe this?
There's nothing that way, but more
This door will only open for apartment residents due to security reasons. To verify your identity, please slide in your ID card now.
Looks like I'm not getting in that way. It's not working here.
That's not even the number though, is it? Oh, they didn't say.
$43.86.
ID card.
Can I even?
Excuse me. Hey, can you hear me? The name Paul Erickson, does that mean anything to you? Do you know anything about an escaped prisoner from Center 7?
How can I help you?
Do you know a Paul Erickson?
What, are you looking for him?
Perhaps.
I told you before, check the terminals.
Do you know anything about an escaped prisoner who fled here about a year ago?
Just why are you asking me this?
Police business, that's all. Do you know anything?
A year's a long time. Let me think about it. Oh yeah, a bunch of feds came and did a sweep for a couple of weeks.
Did they find anything?
No, I don't think so. But then again, I don't think they would tell us if they did. If you're crazy enough to talk to them, the Boryokuden might know something.
That's all. Thanks. There's nothing that way.
Yeah, he doesn't want to go there. I don't know. What else was I supposed to use?
There's nothing that way, but more residential and business districts.
Which is kind of what I need.
Address is 3384
Oh,
Hollister Drive.
this is it. Well, would you look at that? Okay, so this is it. Then how do I get in? I need an ID card.
It's empty. back entrance to this building.
This building back entrance. Is that the same?
This door will only open for apartment residents. Please use your residency card to verify your identity.
The same section? Maybe. Oh wait, I don't know which one exactly I'm looking for though, do I? I don't know, who would know? Gonna check the terminal again. What is this?
I don't know where it leads.
Investigate.
Not getting in there. I don't think I should start kicking on random doors.
I know it says doors when he said it's a door. But is it really a door? I don't know, it doesn't look like
home?
Too much to me.
ID card.
Okay, so back to it. This guy. Yeah, I got a phone number. Maybe that's what I have to use. Probably I'm gonna have to go to door and, you know, ring the phone. There's nothing else. I can get from this. I wonder if they're gonna give me some info here on some random stuff. No. Can I tap it in? Okay. Any news about an escaped prisoner? No? Well, I guess that's about it. This was the ship serial. Nothing special about that here. I could ask those guys, but I'm gonna try this.
Anybody home? Guess not. Locked, as suspected. No answer. Maybe I should go find him in person. Anybody home? Guess not. Locked, as suspected. No answer. Maybe I should go find him in person.
Oh, there were some mailboxes on the first floor. Hold on. That will help. I might as well finish this floor off. Why not?
Home? Guess not.
Yeah, it's not gonna be that easy.
Locked, as suspected.
And probably nothing.
No answer. Maybe I should go find him in person.
Because otherwise there are too many floors with too many apartments. Paper. That new or I didn't notice it maybe?
Mr. Erickson, you haven't checked in for 3 days, so if you see this note, can you please give me the key to your mailbox? Another package was left for you, and I lost my duplicate key. Till then, I've left a note tucked into your mailbox. Apartment staff.
What is he doing here? Hold on, so...
Mr. Erickson, you haven't checked in for 3 days, so if you see this note, can you please
give me the key to your mailbox.
Another package was left for you. Till then, apartment. Mr. Erickson, please pick up your package. Apartment staff. That's all it says. Mr. Erickson, please pick up your... That's all it said.
I know, and that looks like 2A. Is it?
The resident mail. They're all locked. Probably just goes into the office. Locked, of course. I can't talk with that.
But I just checked this door.
I can't use my mouth with that.
Do I want to do something? Oh! I never tried a lock. Can I try them here? Does that even work?
I'm pretty sure that doesn't need to be picked.
Okay. I don't know, man. I feel obligated to try. It said it was full, so maybe there could have been something useful in there.
Got it.
That actually may be a good place to save. Oh.
It's Paul Erickson, all right. Not dead, yet. He has a pulse, but it looks like he's unconscious. Something must have happened. He's out cold.
Okay, so I was right, and I'm curious. Where's his phone?
No answer.
Not here, maybe.
Paul Erickson, I presume. Owner of the ship I'm looking for. He's unconscious, but he's still alive. He's already in enough pain. Mr. Erickson, can you hear me? He's out cold. Some empty syringes.
Take him. Wait, really?
Juice withdrawal meds, but they're empty.
Okay.
Looks like old juice containers. Empty juice containers. This guy must be a user.
That's a lot of juice.
Looks like you got a package here. Empty, although there are traces of old juice meds here, the kind used for withdrawal. Must be a heavy reader. Looks like a bunch of pilot manuals and ship design books. Nothing of immediate use here. This guy must be an aviation enthusiast. It needs a password. A normal kitchen, nothing unusual. Paul Erickson, registered fighter pilot. Fought in the Gemini Wars on the side of the rebellion. Decorated for 30 kills in his ship. Official pilot license registered 2221. Owner of Barracus Ship Rental Company.
Okay, well, that was some info, but it seems like it's irrelevant. Entry 4. I heard the Jew shipment didn't get through. If this is true, then I'll have to get some meds. It's already been 2 days since I haven't had any, and I don't know how much longer I can hold it. That's December 9th, 2229. December 12th, 2229. Entry 5. I'll pick up some meds tomorrow at the medical station. Work was murder. If I figured that much. Anything else? December 15, 2229. 3 men were reported dead and 2 missing after a shootout in New Pittsburgh yesterday evening. The reported gunman escaped from authorities, some say jumping ship back to Taurus. It is unknown at this time if the assailant was from Gemini or not, which would violate the treaty's jurisdiction. Alright. What else do I do here? I don't know.
I don't need to do that.
This requires a password.
I can't do anything there. He's already in enough pain.
Really? I can't go outside? Oh, why this then? Let's see, any help? Oh, meds location. Yeah, there's also this stuff.
Kane here.
Do you know a Paul Erickson?
Never heard of him.
Never mind. Kane.
Yeah?
You think you could help me out with something?
Go ahead.
I need to find a cure for juice withdrawal.
Try looking it up at a medical station or something.
Never mind. Never mind.
Where the hell do I even find something like this?
Empty, although there are... There's no reason.
Oh, wait. Yeah, this was juice. That wasn't juice, it was juice withdrawal. Okay, okay. So I have to solve that now. I forgot that little tiny detail. Whatever. I don't need to close it. I'm sure he's gonna be fine. Okay, now question is, how do I deal with these guys? Wait, didn't I have to take the elevator? Let's see.
Better not get too close. Better.
What the hell are you doing?
Not you again. Didn't I tell you to go away?
I have this condition, just like Sammy Jenkins. Do you know Sammy Jenkins?
I said, go away. What do you want? Didn't I tell you to go away?
Oh, that was a fast comeback.
Yes.
And?
And I came back.
I said.
All right.
I actually have no idea. He asked me about Frank something. I also haven't been to the boss guy. Maybe he can tell me something.
Didn't I tell you to go away?
Oh, you must have forgotten.
No.
Well, I did now, so go away.
Fair enough. I don't know how. Do I maybe cause a distraction or something? Try the apartments, but I already tried them.
What can you tell me about this apartment?
Not much. I think it was built before the war.
Do you know a person named Paul Erickson?
No. Why?
Never mind.
Why not?
Do you know anything about an escaped prisoner from Center 7?
Oh yeah, I heard something about that a while back. Heard the Borliokuden hid him from the feds or something.
Oh, you don't say.
Never mind.
Okay. Let's see if the guy is gonna say anything useful.
You really like coming back here, don't you?
Yeah, it's a nice place.
What do you want?
Clean.
You can get useful stuff, probably. Sometimes.
Back so soon. What do you want?
I don't think this helps me.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the juice?
I told you. We don't know anything else. Our only lead is the smuggler.
Do you know a person named Paul Erickson?
No.
Never mind then. I'll be back.
The door guy, maybe?
Anybody home?
Are you here for the maid?
Well, that's the same.
I'm here for the meds.
Here's what you have to do. Go to Hibiscus High Rise, room 2A. Knock on the door and ask for Susanna. She'll sell him to you for a hefty price. Take it or leave it.
Is that all?
Yes. Now go away before the Boreal Cutie see you here.
How's it going?
That's all. Thanks.
I don't know. I don't think I have anything. Like, how am I even gonna convince them to move away? I can't think of it right now.
There's nothing that way but more residential and business districts.
Yeah. There was also this door, is it? Here, supposedly.
Anybody home? Still nothing. I don't think I should start kicking on random doors. If I had a reason to, I would, but I don't.
Fair enough.
I don't know where it leads.
Let's see, anything change back here? No.
Excuse me.
They probably still don't want to talk to me. I already asked them about
The name
him.
Paul Erickson. Does that mean anything to you? Not much in here. Not much in here.
Okay then. Maybe I should listen to what they say. That could be a clue. Oh, they're actually saying nothing.
You must be guarding the apartment.
You bet. Alright, I guess I'll save here. And I'm gonna go. Yeah. It's been some time. So, thank you very much for watching and see you next time.